there, everybody. This is Mandy Retzloff, owner and director of Reminisce Adult Day Services. I'm here today to talk to you about a big thing that affects everybody: communication. We all can have communication breakdowns and communication positives in our lives. I think it's a big thing that we all can probably improve on a little bit in some aspect of our life. Today we're going to talk about communication with persons with Alzheimer's and dementia and how we can improve on that to make our conversations and what we want to communicate with those individuals as clear as possible. One thing I want to mention is that did you know that people only hear 7% of what you say? 38% of that is how you say it, and 55% is your body language. So being really cognizant of not just what you're saying, but how you're saying it, the tone, the volume. Are you rolling your eyes? Would be the body language issues you could have. Would you be crossing your arms, hands on the hip? All those kinds of things can really affect your communication and how people are going to react to what you're saying. For instance, someone could say, "How are you doing today?" And if I say, "Oh, I'm just great," roll my eyes, cross my arms, do you really think I'm doing well? That's what came out of my mouth, is I'm doing great. However, I had a sarcastic tone, rolled my eyes, so you know I'm not really doing great. Nobody's gonna buy that. Well, either is a person with Alzheimer's and dementia. So make sure that you are meaning what you're saying and be cognizant of your body language and how you say things. Your tone, it sends volumes. Beyond that, if you're dealing with someone with Alzheimer's and dementia, sometimes the processing when you're asking a question can take a little bit longer. So make sure to give them time to respond. Make sure that you're not filling in their sentences for them. Let them do what they can do. Give them time to respond. Sometimes they might not be able to get all the words out, but kind of piece it together and give them a chance to express themselves and tell you what they want to tell you. Beyond that, make sure you're talking clearly. It's important to talk clearly. People with Alzheimer's and dementia, they're not deaf, and so you don't have to yell. It's not always a volume issue as to whether they're understanding you. They can probably hear what you're saying. It's just they need the time to respond and make sure that you're saying it clearly. Beyond that, make sure that you are at the right level. If you're speaking to someone who utilizes a wheelchair, make sure that you're down at their eye level. That's important. You're not approaching them from the back. Make sure you're face to face with people when communicating. That's very important. Keep it simple. I know sometimes in this busy world we get very busy, and if you're looking to get your loved one dressed in the morning and you have all their clothes set out and you're like, okay, put your underwear on, then your shirt, then your pants, and then don't forget to button your shirt, and then you leave the room, I can almost guarantee you that's not going to get done. Make sure to break down the steps simply. It might seem like it takes a little bit longer, but in the long run, it's going to create less frustration, less anger, and most of all, it's going to make that person not get down on themselves and feel like, oh, great, another thing I don't know how to do. So communicate with those simple directions. One-step directions are great. Of course, it all depends on where the person is in the disease process, early stage, middle stage, late stage, but feel it out and really take your time with that person and communicate effectively. I hope that this was beneficial for you. To look for more quick tips and resources and ideas to help make caregiving a little bit simpler, please visit my website at www.reminisceadultdayservices.com or check us out on Facebook at reminisceadultdayservices.com. Thank you.